So today we will be talking about the singing competition at CMTC. So the singing competition, competition is an opportunity for those who are interested in pursuing the singing industry to show their skills at CMTC in front of the singing reps that are in attendance. So the singing reps are people who are either producers or work with record labels, or managers who work with singers, who again are attending CMTC to scout for singers. And yeah, Jaden actually won our singing competition. She's amazing. She's commenting right now. You should check out her profile and her YouTube channel. She's incredible. And she will be returning this year to CMTC, so we're excited to have her for the big 30th anniversary event. Okay, so I'm going to go over the rules. So singing competition is open to all ages, and it takes place in 2 rounds. So there's preliminaries. I love you too, Jaden. There's preliminaries, and then there's also the finals. So you have to participate in preliminaries, and then if you make it to finals, then you will be performing on the main stage at CMTC in front of an audience. Preliminaries take place in a closed room just in front of the reps that are judging preliminary competition. Yep, did you repost this self-tape live stream? Yes, I did. It's on our YouTube channel, and you also should have received an email with a link to the video and a written description of everything we talked about. Okay, so preliminaries. The preliminaries take place on Wednesday. So as someone who is in singing competition and or dance competition, you have early check-in at 3 o'clock. So that will give you some extra time to get ready before the preliminaries take place. We definitely keep that in mind in the schedule too. So the preliminaries will take place Wednesday evening after check-in for those who are getting that early check-in. Okay, so you'll learn more about that closer to the date, but the preliminaries take place for singing competition as well as dance competition on Wednesday evening after event check-in. So Wednesday, May 3rd at the host hotel after check-in. Okay, so again, if you're in singing competition, you have to be in preliminaries. Preliminaries require you to sing a cappella, so you don't get any background music for singing preliminaries. If you do want background music for finals, I'll get into that in just a second, but preliminaries are a cappella, meaning no background music, it is just you and your voice. Okay, so no musical accompaniment and no musical instruments. So we've had a couple people bring in different instruments, and again, we want to keep it fair. It's kind of like American Idol or Canadian Idol. We just want to hear you and your voice. We don't want to hear anything else, okay? So these reps are professionals, and they want to hear your voice, and they don't want to be distracted by anything else. Do you get to read the lyrics of the song? No, so you should know the song you're singing before you get to CMTC. You should have that selected. We don't choose that for you. You select that yourself based on the type of genre of music that you want to sing and that you can sing. So that is totally up to you to pick your song. Okay? So again, you should know the lyrics to your song. You shouldn't have to hold on to any papers or any type of lyrics in your hand. Okay, and the song doesn't have to be a song that's already written either. It can be an original song if you so choose. Okay, so again, you will sing a cappella during preliminaries, no musical accompaniment, no background music, and you have a maximum of 1 minute during preliminaries. Okay. Just a quick question about the reps. Will there be any from the theater Broadway world? My daughter is big into theater, so she's trying to decide what song to do. Yes, and we have a lot of contestants who definitely sing theater music or Broadway music. So I definitely, if that's something she's interested in, I would definitely recommend singing that type of song, as well as other reps she gets to finals. There are other reps who are in attendance who also work with actors. So a lot of the reps that work with actors also will work with those who can sing and submit them for singing, like aka if you're singing for a commercial, they want to know that you have that skill, and or theater work as well. So yes, we definitely have reps that work with those who are on Broadway and in theater. So if that is your type of music and that is your strength, then I would definitely recommend doing a song that's like that and not maybe necessarily like a pop or country song. Do one that you pick from a musical. Great question. Okay, So again, no background music. You have 1 minute in front of the judges. They can cut you off before that if they choose to. The reps are very nice, so usually they will not do that. But they might cut you off if they have a question or if they feel like they've heard enough from you. But you do have up until a minute to show what you got. Okay? So again, no background music. However, we do ask that all contestants that are in singing, whether they make it to finals or not, go onto the contestant hub and submit background music that they would like for finals if they are selected. So during finals, I'll get into that in a second, but again, during prelims, it's a cappella. During finals, you can have background music. So if you want background music, if you are selected for finals, we do ask that you submit that music by April 1st, along with your commentary information. And the commentary information is for our CMTC MC. Again, if you're selected in finals, they can introduce the song you're singing. So you do need to submit the commentary information, whether or not you're going to use background music. Most people do choose to have background music, but again, if you would rather sing a cappella during finals as well, you can do that. So again, even if you don't make finals, we do ask that all contestants submit their background music for finals. So come CMTC, again, since it's such a busy weekend, we have everything worked out. We've listened to your music. We know it works. So you're not rushing to get it to us if you are selected for finals. Okay, so the deadline for that is April 1st, and I'll go over that again in a second. So judging for prelims and for finals is based on vocal quality, so pitch, tone, breath control, musical skill, so timing, rhythm, production, transitions, interpretation, style, and stage presence. So again, if there was someone who was asking about theater and Broadway, stage presence is huge, and obviously vocal ability is huge as well. So if you believe that's a strength of yours or that's where you're geared towards as an actor and performer, I would definitely choose a Broadway musical song to perform, or it doesn't have to, I guess, be Broadway theater either. It can be any type of theater production type of song that will show that skill. And again, that is more theatrical, where you're acting out your emotions as you're singing. So if you're interested in that, even during preliminaries when you're singing a cappella, definitely bring in your stage presence. Okay. So after preliminaries on the Thursday of CMTC, the Thursday morning, we will post those who are selected for finals based on the judges' choices from preliminaries. Okay, so again, it is highly recommended that performers use the same song that they performed in preliminaries for finals. So you can switch it up if you want to. In that case, again, make sure you're submitting music for finals, the same background or the background music that you would want for finals if it's a different song. So if you're doing something different for preliminaries, that's fine. But if you're submitting your music for finals, make sure that's the song that you're going to sing for finals. Are we going to sing in the hotel that we're going to stay in? Yes, so everything takes place at the Toronto Airport Marriott. So preliminaries and finals will be at the Toronto Airport Marriott or host hotel for CMTC. Okay, so again, preliminaries take place in a closed room. So it's closed to the audience. The only people that will be in the room is yourself and the reps that are judging singing competition. And again, these are reps who work with singers, both whether they're theatrical singers or singers as far as that this is what you want to do with your career, or actors who are also singers as well. Okay, so even if singing is not necessarily something you want to pursue as a career, as an actor, it is an asset to be able to sing for commercials, for movies that you see where there is someone who is singing, or again, musical or theater productions. Okay, so again, singing and dance preliminaries take place in the evening of Wednesday, May 3rd after event check-in, and your check-in time is earlier if you're in singing or dance competition. So that's at 3 to 5 for those who are in singing and dance prelims, so you have a bit of time once you've checked in to prepare for your preliminaries. Okay. Someone said, how many competitions are there again? So there are 12 competitions in total, 11 based on your age category. So there's kids casting and improv competition. Kids casting is available for those 11 and under, and then improv is available for those 12 and over. So a total of 11. And none of the competitions intersect with timing, so you can go to in as many competitions as you want to, and you will have time to participate in them all. So we schedule the itinerary for that reason, to be able to make sure that you can get as much exposure and experience as you need and as you want at CMTC. There is only one singing competition at CMTC, but it's broken down into two parts, preliminaries and finals. So everybody who is registered for singing competition participates in preliminaries on Wednesday evening, and only those who are selected for finals, which is posted the Thursday morning of CMTC, participate in singing finals on the main stage in front of an audience, in front of more reps as well. Okay. So I'll get into finals. So again, in order to be selected for finals, you need to participate in preliminaries. That's the first step. Then the reps select who is in finals. Every year we have different numbers of those who are selected in finals. So we let the reps decide that, how many they decide that can perform in finals. So some years there's 10, some years there's 15, some years there's 7. It just depends on the reps. We don't want to constrain them as far as who they want to be able to participate in finals. So we really, again, let them decide that based on the skills and the talent that they see on the Wednesday evening. Okay. So for finals, so again, if you're selected for finals, you will be performing on the main stage of CMTC in front of a panel of judges and the audience on the Friday afternoon of CMTC. There is a sound check that takes place. You'll see that on the itinerary for those who are selected for finals. We have our AV team working with you, making sure you're mic'd up. You can let us know whether you want a mic stand or how you want to proceed with that during sound check. And then we'll also test your background music at that time as well. Okay? So at the singing finals, contestants will be provided with a microphone. Contestants are again permitted to sing a cappella. However, karaoke style music is preferred. So songs which the original vocals have been removed. So again, karaoke style, you don't want to submit music that has another person singing. It would not work. It would be very distracting. And if we catch that, we will definitely reach out to you and ask you to resubmit. And again, that's a big reason why the background music is due on April 1st. So our team has a chance to listen and reach out to you if there's any problems with your music. Okay, so for finals, you have 2 minutes to sing your song, a maximum of 2 minutes. So singers must abide by the following rules. So again, you have to submit your background music by April 1st. Even if you're just are in preliminaries and don't get selected for finals, we still want all of your music by April 1st so that if you are selected for finals, we have everything ready for you. Okay. Just looking at some questions here. Okay, so there is the form on the Contestant Hub, the singing music form. So use that by April 1st to submit your music. As well as the commentary info. So like I said earlier, the commentary info is for our CMTC MC. So if you're selected for finals, we can introduce you as well as the song you're singing and who the original performer might have been. So we're making sure we're giving credit, okay? So if you have any questions about submitting your music or any issues with that, you can just let us know. Same with the commentary info. Again, our team, like the program book photos, individually processes everything. So if you've submitted and you haven't heard from us, it's just because we haven't gotten to processing your music yet. And as soon as we do get to process it, we will let you know through email. And again, if we have any issues, we will reach out to you. Okay, so again, the song that you submit for your background music for finals should not feature prominent background vocals. If the singer does not require background music for finals, you still must submit your commentary info, like I said. Is the time limit the same for finals? A great question. Nope. So you have 2 minutes for finals and you have 1 minute for preliminaries. So you have an extra minute for finals. And again, when you submit your music for finals, just make sure you're cutting it where you want it to start and end, unless, again, you just want it to, it's the original song and you just want it to fade out at the 2 minute mark. There is a sound check and our AV team is very professional, so they will make sure that everything is good for you in that respect. You just have to show up. Okay, so again, if you're selected for finals, check the itinerary once you're in event check-in on Thursday morning. You will get, we will post who's selected for finals, and you will be expected to be at sound check before the singing final competition actually takes place. And the sound check is close to the audience as well, so you don't have to worry about anybody else being in the room other than you and our AV team on the main stage. Okay. So again, you have a maximum of 2 minutes. Performances that exceed this 2-minute limit can be cut off by the judges. But again, our reps are very nice. They know that they're working with a lot of new faces, and they likely wouldn't cut you off unless you're going way over 2 minutes. Okay, so don't stress about that. And again, please make sure you're using appropriate music, no profanity or explicit adult material. We have young ones in the crowds, especially during finals, and we want it to be appropriate. Okay, and again, that's another reason why our team has to check out the music that you're submitting, and why we need all of our singers to submit, even those who are just might be in preliminaries. Okay. And then just some notes for if you make it to finals, know when you're on stage, there's no rollerblades, roller skates, sharp objects, any equipment or props that you might try to bring on stage. Please just don't. It's just you. We provide the mic and the mic stand, and then let you go at it, okay? So anything that's deemed dangerous, same with all the other competitions, we don't want that with you on stage at CMTC, okay? And our security will be all over that as well, so just make sure, again, it's just you and no props on stage. Okay, and then again for finals, judging will be based on vocal quality, pitch, tone, breath control, musical skill, timing, rhythm, production, and transitions, interpretation, style, and of course, stage presence. It's very important. So again, wardrobe requirements, wardrobe costume must be in good taste. So again, if you're someone who's more into the theater and Broadway, you're more than welcome to wear a costume. Just make sure it's appropriate. Okay, and this is a tip from our singing reps. Select a song that is suitable for your voice and range. For preliminaries, take advantage of your time in front of us and sing the part of the song that best displays your vocal talent and vocal range. So if you pick a song, again, you only have 1 minute. So if there's a song or part of the song that you feel shows your vocal strength the most, start off with that part of the song. You don't necessarily have to start from the beginning of a song, is what they mean. Great question. Can you still get a call back from reps even if you don't make it to finals? Absolutely, and it happens all the time. So that's with any of our competitions. So even if you don't place in any competition, you can still get callbacks from a lot of the different reps who are attending CMTC, and that's the same with the singing reps. So even though they might only choose 10 for finals, they could still circle your contestant number and be interested in speaking with you during callbacks or working with you in the future. So again, place more weight on the amount of time you have in front of these reps than if you're making it to finals or winning a trophy, because you're getting in front of them and it's your opportunity to showcase your skills and your talent. And it's about you as an individual. Do not worry about the other contestants. It's about you and your time in front of these reps. That's a great question. Okay, and I'm seeing some questions about the hotel. So just send us an email. Then we can help you as an individual. This is more about singing competition. Okay. So I think that's everything unless anyone has any more questions about singing competition. This was a pretty short live. If you have any questions about, again, preliminaries, finals, submitting your music, any trouble submitting your music, you can just reach out to us and we will assist you in that. Again, I think the one thing that everyone gets a little confused about is although you're singing a cappella for prelims, we do require you to submit your music for finals in case you make it. And again, that's so we're not rushing around, or you're not rushing around trying to get background music to us for finals. Okay, I think that's everything. I'm not seeing any more questions pop up. So just a reminder, you can still add singing competition. If you're not registered for it and you were accepted for it, and or you're interested in showing off your singing skills to these reps, You can still add the competition through the add the competition form. Just a reminder, tomorrow's our big March 1st deadline. So if you're on a payment plan for March 1st, balances are due. Competitions are $50 up until the end of the day tomorrow. So as starting on March 2nd, they do go up to $75. And that's because we've started to work with our itinerary. And again, we don't want our competitions to overlap, so you can enter as many as you want. So we do have to plan out our timing based on the numbers of those who are in each competition. Okay, and also tomorrow for the March 1st deadline, if you have sponsors for CMTC, you need to submit their sponsor information through the contestant hub, through the sponsor form, in order to ensure that their company names or their names get into the program book for CMTC. Okay, and I think that's everything. I'm seeing more. So I think you should email us, Martha, Miranda, just because it looks like you have a lot of different questions here and we want to make sure you're on track. So just send us an email with all your questions and we will get back to you as soon as we can. Okay. Of course, Melissa. Thank you, Debbie. Thanks, everyone. And next week is a fun one. It's runway competition. So we will go over some tips and how to prepare for that competition and wardrobe requirements. That's one of our competitions that has wardrobe requirements for those over the age of 12. So if you're in that competition, make sure you are tuning in for that. If you miss our live session today, or if you miss it next week, on the Thursday, we will send a link to the video for this, as well as a written summary of everything we talked about. Thanks, Jaden. We're so excited to see you at CMTC, Jaden. And again, if you guys don't know who Jaden is, just check out her Instagram there. She attended CMTC when she was really young, and she's been coming back as our Embody Kindness ambassador. She's an amazing artist and performer, and she has actually done and placed and won the singing competition at CMTC. So if you have questions, you could even really shoot them her way or shoot them our way, but you'll see her at CMTC this year, and we're really excited to have her. Awesome. Okay. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.